Gaura Chandra Radhika Tadale Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namo Mahavadanya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so first of all I offer pranams to my Gurudev Om Vishnupad Dandi Swami Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Arupanuga Guru Varga, all devotees, Haribol, thank you for coming. So tomorrow is Gaur Purnima, the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya. So I don't know if I'm lucky or unlucky, but in Mayapur now. So all the Gaudiya Mats, everyone, all have their parikram parties. Everywhere is Harikatha, everywhere is Sankirtan. So this is all the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So a little bit we talked about last week about the Praman of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. So we should know that generally Kali Yuga is the most degraded age. Kala dosa nidadajan ekad ekad mahadguna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangam param brajat. See, I think it was in Bhagavatam it said this Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults. But it has one amazing quality. Kirtana deva krishnasya. Just by chanting the name of Krishna, mukta sangam, one can be free from all unfavorable elements, and param brajat can achieve the supreme destination. So who is the father of the Sankirtan movement? That is Lord Chaitanya. Sankirtaneka pitaro kamalaya taksha. With his eyes like a lotus, he is the father of this Sankirtan movement. So, but this is only recent. Now we see everywhere in India, everywhere all over the world, somewhere, every city, some devotees chanting Harinam. But Kali Yuga was not always like this. Indeed, 500 before Lord Chaitanya's appearance, then the Guru Jans of Lord Chaitanya appeared, like Advaita Acharya, of course, Jagannath Mishra, Nilamba Chakravarti, Sabham Bhattacharya. No, the Guru Jans appeared, the seniors. Some devotees were there, but very few. And they had also appeared in different areas. Like Pundarik Vidinidhi, he's appeared in Bangladesh. Rupan Sanatan also in Bangladesh. Different devotees, Sarup Damara and others were there, but very few. That time was a great dearth of devotion, a great lack of devotion in the world. It said, Vrindavan Das Thakur describes, people would spend millions of dollars on the marriage of their sons and daughters, but no one would give 1 rupee for the seva of Bhagavan. No? People were absorbed in the worship of the demigods, especially the materialistic devotees of Devi, Chandi, Shankar were so innumerous. Mayavad had captured the thoughts of the intelligentsia. Even if people did speak on the Bhakti Shastras like the Bhagavatam or the Ramayana or the Bhagavad Gita, they would never give devotional explanation. So Advaita Acharya, who is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, he became very sad. If this world has no devotion, this world has no meaning. So Advaita Acharya became angry when he saw the situation, he thought, this Brajaprem, who can give? No? Only Krishna can give his own things. Therefore, Advaitacharya became determined. I must call Krishna to this world to give Brajabhakti to all. If I fail to bring Krishna to this world, I will give up the name Advaitacharya and I will destroy this world. One should not think that's impossible because Advaitacharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu. In one sense, he is the cause of the entire creation. So because he is the cause of the creation, he can also destroy it also. At that time, no one would worship the Lord. Only a few devotees like Srivas Thakur, no, like Jagadish and Hiranya, very few devotees were there. In fact, if someone would chant the name of Vishnu once a day while taking bath in the Ganga, by just saying Pundarik Lochan, one name of Vishnu whose eyes are like a lotus. If someone would say the name of Vishnu once a day, that person was considered a great, a great pious soul, a great personality. Oh, okay. People were absorbed in loving their children, even the time of hearing Harikatha. No, people have no absorption. So Advaitacharya took a vow, I must bring Krishna to this world. So he began worshipping the Shalagram Shila. And with Tulsi water and Tulsi leaves of the Tulsi plant and Ganga water, because he read Tulasi Danana Matrena, Charusa Chakrivadiva. Bhagavan is purchased by Tulsi leaf and Ganga water. So being pleased by the worship of Advaitacharya, then voice came, yes, soon I will appear. So devotees became very happy. No, they could feel, understand something will happen. So, of course, Mother Yasoda had already appeared in the form of Mother Sachi, and Nanda Baba had come in the form of Jagannath Mishra. But each time that Mother Sachi would become pregnant, Advaitacharya would do pranam to Mother Sachi and the child in the womb would be miscarriage. The child in the womb would die. This happened on 9 different occasions. But this time when Advaitacharya is worshipping, then the prasad that he had offered to the Lord, the flowers and the tulsi, he threw in the Ganga. And Shantipur is downstream. No. So when he threw the flowers in and the tulsi leaves in the Ganga, it not went with the stream of the Ganga. These all flowers and prasad flowed up the Ganga. So Advaitacharya was astonished. He followed. That time Mother Sachi was taking bath and all these flowers and tulsi leaves stuck to the womb of Mother Sachi. Then Advaitacharya did pranam, but child did not die. Because that means Lord Chaitanya was ready to appear. So, I guess tonight we'll tell the but the appearance pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, because tomorrow night will be no chance. Probably we'll go to Yoga Pit and watch the Abhishek there. I never got a chance to watch in Yoga Pit. So, actually, Lord Chaitanya is always here in Mayapur. No, sometimes he performs his Prakat Lila, he manifests. Other time he performs his Aprakat Lila, unmanifest Lila. So, Yadyapi se Lila kore gorirai kon bhagavan tek koripan. Pastimes of Lord Chaitanya always going on here. That is the Aprakat Lila. But fortunate soul can see here in this world. He can see the Prakat Lila with his eyes. That is very rare. So gradually, Lord Chaitanya, he appeared in the womb of Mother Sachi. Then Mother Sachi, just like Devaki, her beauty appeared, increased every day. In the womb, Mother Sachi saw many wonderful things. She would see, like in trance, many demigods would come and bow and do worship of the Lord inside her womb. But Mother Sachi was so simple, because of the spell of Yoga Maya, she could not understand what was happening. So that time the world was in very bad situation. Generally, the Yuga avatar, he appears at the end of the Yuga. No? So Guru Maharaj said that's why we're so much indebted to Advaita Acharya. Of course, now Kali Yuga is only 5,000 years old. There is another 428,000 years more. But already we see the degradation caused by the influence of Kali. Right? Even in countries like Costa Rica or Russia, even 200 years ago, was there divorce? No divorce. Was there hotel de rey? Was there so much prostitution and meat eating 100 or 200 years ago? No. So we see how quickly is Kali Yuga going on. No? So imagine if Lord Chaitanya had appeared at the end of the Kali Yuga. Imagine the situation. But because of the prayers of Advaita Acharya, Lord Chaitanya appeared in the beginning. So therefore we're so much indebted to the prema of Advaita Acharya. That time, parts of India were also controlled by the Muslim government. No? So some devotees were having very difficult time because of the presence of the Muslims, also because of the presence of the atheists, no? The Mayavadis, the Smartas, the others who had captured Vedic culture. But some devotees, the eternal associates of the Lord, they were doing Sankirtan, like Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur had 4 brothers. They were all night they would do Nam, all night they would chant Harinam. No. But the atheists would criticize. Oh, this Srivas, he has no job. Therefore his stomach is empty. Therefore he's crying so much. Oh, Chandi, give some money. Oh, Durga, send some rice. In this way, they would blaspheme the Vaishnavas. Some would say, oh, now is Chaturmas. Why there's so much shouting, Vishnu, Vishnu? Because in Chaturmas, Vishnu takes rest. Vishnu will wake up and he'll become angry and destroy the world. Some were saying, why searching for a treasure outside? We are God. We are Bhagavan. Aham Brahmasmi. Why searching for God outside of yourself? In this way, the Hindu society was also degraded. No. So the devotees felt like between a rock and a hard place. No. The atheistic Hindus would also complain, making trouble. We will push the house of Srivas into the Ganga. So this is another reason why the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, to protect the devotees like Srivas Thakur and Haridas Thakur. No. Thakur also had taken a vow to bring the Lord. Therefore, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it said another cause of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya was the sincere chanting of the Harinam of devotees like Haridas Thakur. This is another cause of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. So there are many, many reasons. Of course, the 3 internal reasons. Already we were discussing that the last few days. Krishna wanted to understand what are the glories of Radhika's pranaya or prema for him, which always controls him. Yet at the same time, there's something indescribable in Krishna. Krishna wants to taste that. And thirdly, what happiness Radhika feels, what absorption she feels, especially in a time of separation. Krishna wants to understand these 3 things. So many, many causes for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. The devotion of Srivas Thakur as well. The worship of sweet Advaita Acharya, as well, the time for the Lord had to appear in the form of the Yuga Acharya, the Yuga Dharma, the Yuga Avatar to teach Yuga Dharma, as well as Krishna's unfulfilled desires. So many, many things. Krishna's desire to also spread Braja Prem in this world, many causes come together that enable the golden form of Krishna. Krishna covered by the complexion and mood of Radhika. No more Sham Sundar, now he is Gaur Sundar. So he appeared in the womb of Mother Sachi. That time, tomorrow, okay, we are speaking the pastime of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya so we can get in the mood. So Mother Sachi also, she felt so much ecstasy within herself. Also, Jagannath Mishra, both of them felt so much bliss, so much happiness, but they could not understand the reason why. So, by divine providence, that time was also lunar eclipse. They call in Hindi Grahan. So generally a lunar eclipse is considered very inauspicious. I heard Donald Trump was also born at some eclipse or something. So generally it's considered very inauspicious. If generally big demons take birth at the time of eclipse. So people, pious persons, to protect themselves from the influence of the lunar or solar eclipse, then the custom was to fast, to go to holy place, brahmanas, like we see at the time of the solar eclipse in Krishna's Prakat Lila. Krishna, even though he is Bhagavan himself, Krishna also went to Kurukshetra, and there they did yagya, they gave charity to the brahmanas, many things they did. So at the time of Lord Chaitanya's appearance, then actually one reason is the moon felt very much ashamed. How can I show my face before the moon-like face of Lord Chaitanya? So the moon, feeling shame, covered himself at the time of eclipse because he felt shame to show himself before the real moon, Navadvip Chandra, the moon of Navadvip, the moon of Mayapur. So all Hindus at the time of Lord Chaitanya's appearance, all were chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Like you can hear in the speakers around, next to us is one Gaudiya Mat, Radha Madha Mohan Gaudiya Mat. They're shouting some Harinam. Across the street is another one. They're also shouting. In the morning is like 6-7 different padakrams going everywhere. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. So it said the Lord Chaitanya appeared first in the form of Harinam. He appeared first in the form of Nam. Then he appeared personally. This is proof that the name of Krishna is more merciful than Krishna himself. So at that time, on the pretext of lunar eclipse, but the real reason for the chanting was the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. Because he came to give Krishna Chaitanya, he came to give everyone consciousness of Krishna. So by the influence of Lord Chaitanya, everyone was chanting. Everyone would go to the Ganga, and there all were chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Many also Muslims. They were joking with the Hindus. So in Bengali they say to steal means Hari. So when the Hindus would chant Hari Bol, the Muslims were also chanting, hey, who is stealing? Hari Bol, Hari Bol. This way, the Muslims also, by the arrangement of Lord Chaitanya, even those who are against the Vedic system were also chanting Harinam. So, especially devotees like Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur, that Krishna was coming as Lord Chaitanya, they could not understand, but they felt great ecstasy within themselves. Why they felt so happy, even they could not understand. So, in this way, by the arrangement of Lord Chaitanya, the whole world was chanting Harinam at the time of his appearance. So, exactly at the time of moon, when the moon rise, that is the time of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. So devotees, tomorrow, of course, little hot here, like 36 Celsius, 40 Celsius. But still, we also try and convince ourselves, no, also must fast. No? So devotees should fast until moonrise. No? Guru Maharaj said, because Lord Chaitanya is so kind. So when he sees, oh, for me, devotees giving up eating, giving up drinking, then he gives so much mercy. So when Mother Sachi gave birth, of course, an ordinary woman, when she gives birth, how much pain? No. Only a woman who has given birth can understand. Remember? But Mother Sachi felt no pain. She felt only ecstasy and happiness. No? So all devotees also become astonished when they saw this child. Normal child when born, then how ugly, covered with slime and red and everything. But Lord Chaitanya from birth, so much attractive. And so full head of hair. So all devotees become so astonished. All want to hold that child in their lap. Sometimes Mother Sachi would hold, sometimes Jagannatha Mishra would hold. But main thing, everyone felt so much happiness, so much ecstasy. Mother Sachi's father, his name was Nilambara Chakravarti. Of course, Brahmin, but very learned astrologer. So when he saw the sign of Lord, he saw the astrology of Lord Chaitanya Nimai, he became astonished. Because the child is given name according to the astrology. So it said one day a king will appear in Bengal. It could be this child. So I see all the 32 symptoms of Mahapurush in his body. And his astrology said that he will liberate thousands and millions of persons. No? So because he will maintain the whole creation by devotion, he will be called Vishwamba. No? So that the Lord Chaitanya's official childhood name was Vishwamba. But in village, generally everyone has nickname. No? So because he would, the first child, all the children of Mother Sachi died, then the habit is they give child a funny name. No? Because when Yamaraj hears, what's the name of this child? Oh, they call him Nimai. So this is the name of a tree, the neem tree. So the village idea is when Yamaraj hears this name, he laughs. What name for a child? Nimai? I won't take this child. That is the reason. So because he was born under a neem tree and because all villages were afraid maybe this child will also die like all the other children of Mother Sachi, so village name was Nimai. And generally, nickname is more strong. So official name of the child, Vishwamba, no? And but main name, Nimai Pandit, no? Son of Jagannath Mishra. So from the beginning, the child began his pastimes. Generally, when child right, except for the mother. But Nimai's chant, crying, so sweet. So all ladies discovered when the ladies would chant Harinam, Hare Krishna, and clap, then the child would not cry. He would laugh, smile, and dance. And he's dancing so sweet. So everyone becomes so much enchanted. They always want to see his dancing. Therefore, in the house of Vishwamba, no? Therefore, because he is always surrounded by that sound Haribol, Haribol, many people would also call him Gaura Hari, Gaura Sundar. In this way, he has so many names. Allah Akbar. Hare Krishna. So, in this way, Lord began his Sankirtan pastimes from beginning. No, from beginning, he began chanting Harinam. Also, that time was habit. Only old women whose husbands had died, only those women would do Ekadasi. No? In India, women cannot marry twice. Right, Pramila? One chance. Doesn't work, then Haribol. No chance for women to marry twice. No? So a woman whose husband has died, then why she has to, who's she going to look beautiful for? No need. So widows, they would put white cloth, not wear makeup, not wear jewelry. This is the Vedic system. So that was the habit in Bengal, that only widows would do Ekadasi. But from his birth, Nima introduced Ekadasi. Means there were two brothers, Hiranya and Jagadish. They were great devotees of Lord Narayan. So on Ekadasi day, we fast, but Bhagavan does not fast on Ekadasi. No? He may fast like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would fast on Ekadasi. Krishna would also fast and Ram would fast. But actually they don't have to because they are Bhagavan. We have to because we are devotees. So on Ekadasi, they would cook many preparations and offer to the deity of Lord Narayan. But they themselves probably would fast or just take some potatoes or something. But the deity should not fast. Like in our temple in Mathura, they even on Ekadasi, they would cook chapatis, rice, dal, and they would offer to the deities, but next day the devotees would take that Mahaprasad. Devotees should not take even grains offered to Bhagavan on Ekadasi. So one day Nimai was no matter how much they would not stop crying. Then the father said, my son, what do you want? I promise you, if it's in my power, I will give it to you. What do you want? Then child Nimai said, oh, father, I want the Ekadasi preparations cooked by the two brothers, Jagadish and Hiranya. So Jagannath Mishra became astonished. This is not normal request of any child. So he went there to the two brothers and he did pranam and he explained, oh, my dear friends, I have an impossible request from you. Two brothers said, oh, what is impossible for friends? What do you want? Please forgive me, but my son has an impossible request. He wants to eat your Ekadasi offerings. And the two brothers become how this child knows the Ekadasi, how he knows we are cooking many special preparations for Bhagavan. Then inside came some inspiration. Oh, this child must be Narayan himself. So with great bliss, with great happiness, they sent those preparations and Lord Chaitanya took. In this way, from the beginning of his pastimes, Lord Chaitanya taught the importance of Ekadasi and gave mercy to those who were following. No? Nimai was very restless as a child because Krishna Sarup. Krishna Sarup. So the nature of Krishna is so much there in Navadvip Lila. As Krishna would spend his days stealing butter, making babies cry, passing stool and urine everywhere. As Krishna would spend his childhood in these activities, so Nimai Pandit would also do all these naughty things. Many friends, they would also steal from coward men. They would do many things, especially before there was no toilets inside the house. So of course, when people want to go to the bathroom, they go outside. So when you wake up in the morning, Radhika, what's the first thing you do? Go to the bathroom. So early in the morning, Nimai would go and he would tie the doors of the houses shut with rope. So in the morning, people would wake and try to go outside to pass stool and urine, but Nimai had locked the doors. This way, he would do so much nonsense. And many, many people would come to complain to Mother Sachi about the child's nonsense. The ladies would complain to Mother Sachi, and the gentlemen, they would complain to Jagannath Mishra. So actually, they would just give so much happiness by speaking Katha. Your son did this, your son did that. So Nimai captured the whole of Mayapur, the whole of Navadvip by his Bal Lila, by his childhood pastimes. Because he was happy. more handsome than Cupid, millions of Cupids combined, could not equal the beauty of the toenails of Lord Chaitanya. So his beauty, anyone who spoke with him once would be captured forever. No? And Nimai would always move around here and there, capturing all devotees, capturing their hearts. But still that time, Nimai was keeping his Sankirtan pastimes hidden. And he was manifesting his pastimes of Vidya Vilas, his pastimes of being absorbed in learning. Because Krishna born in cowherd community, so Krishna's cowherding lila prominent. But Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, but not born in cowherd community. He's born in Brahmin family. So Brahmin means not foolish. Brahmin means always absorbed in Shastra, always absorbed in studying. In this way, especially Advaita Charya had opened one school. No? And devotees like Mukunda, devotees like Gadadhar, they would go to the school of Advaita Charya. So Nimai, of course, he's Krishna, Gyan Sarup, the personification of all knowledge, the source of everything. So on an auspicious day, his father gave him Gayatri Mantra and taught him the alphabet. So how astonishing, in one day the child learned all the alphabet, all the conjuncts, no? Then everyone was astonished how a child can learn all this in one day. So the child became absorbed in studies. No? To challenge the devotees. So he would challenge Gadadhar and Mukunda. Mukunda and Gadadhar, of course, Mukunda is the incarnation of Brinda Devi. Because when all Krishna's devotees came as in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, when Krishna came as Chaitanya, all the devotees of Krishna also came. So Radharani came as Gadadhar, no, Balaram came as Nityananda, Tulsi Devi, Brinda Devi came as Mukunda, Radharani came as Gadadhar, no, all devotees came in disguised form. So Mukunda was the incarnation of Brinda Devi. So especially the mind would challenge, and Brinda Devi means Bhakti Devi. So Lord Chaitanya would challenge Mukunda. Oh Mukunda, stay still and answer my questions. Then Mukunda thought, Mukunda was a few years older than Lord Chaitanya. Nimai Pandit, he thought this Nimai Pandit hasn't even finished his studies of grammar. So I will ask him some questions on poetry. Alanka, poetic ornaments and onomatopoeia, all these things. Because he has not studied them, he cannot answer my questions, Mukunda thought. In this way, Nimai would say, oh Mukunda, answer my questions. Today, I will not ask questions on stool and urine and bile and mucus, because Mukunda was studying medicine also. I will ask you some proper questions. Then Mukunda say, you puffed up little guy, you ask me any questions, I'm ready. In this way, the Lord would debate with Mukunda, and he would debate with Gadadhar, and he would defeat them. Then he would touch the shoulder of Mukunda. Okay, go back and study your books and come tomorrow. Actually, Mukunda was very learned, but in front of the Supreme Lord, who can say anything? So when Nimai Pandit would touch Mukunda, then Mukunda would feel ecstasy. So Mukunda would think, this child, this Nimai, he is handsome like Cupid. He is learned like Brihaspati, the guru of the demigods. When he touched me, I feel ecstasy. Who is this Nimai? But nobody could understand who he is. So all the devotees would discuss amongst themselves. This Nimai, he's so much learned, so much beautiful, so much handsome, so well behaved, but he has no bhakti, he has no devotion. When Nimai would see Srivas, Nimai would do pranam to Srivas. And Srivas would say, oh, crest jewel of the nonsense, how you are wasting your human form of life. Don't you know the essence of all knowledge is devotion to Krishna? Why you're not doing devotion to Krishna? Then Nimai would say, yes, I will do, just in a few days more after, I will do. but I will become such a great devotee, even Brahma and Shiva will come and worship me. Then Shivas and others would think, what is this? No? So all the devotees were attracted because bhakti means attracted to Krishna. So all the devotees would talk about Lord Chaitanya. No, they would say he is handsome like Cupid, learned like Brihaspati. No, the other scholars would see him like death. Everyone had so much respect for the Lord. Even though many he would cheat them and do many things, but no one ever felt bad will towards Lord Chaitanya. No matter what he did, everyone felt only prema towards him. So the Vaishnavas would discuss this Nimai. He have all qualities, everything he has, but he has no devotion. We promise if Nimai had devotion, we would not give him up for 1 second. All devotees would talk amongst themselves. So all would pray to the Ganga. All would pray to Bhagavan. Hey Bhagavan, hey Ganga Devi, please give devotion to Nimai Pandit. So Nimai is the super soul of everyone. When he would hear their prayers, he would laugh and smile. So in this way, no incarnation came like Lord Chaitanya. How he gave, many incarnations gave, but pure bhakti directly they not gave. No. One time, Guru Maharaj described even Ramchandra. If you see to the benedictions that Lord Ram offered in Ramayana to different devotees, even Lord Ramchandra not give directly Prema Bhakti. He gives some material enjoyment, he gives some liberation. These things he gives very easily, but pure bhakti, Ramchandra not give so easily. Maybe we cannot find anyone he gave. No. So many, Guru Maharaj would describe, many incarnations came. And definitely they're giving auspiciousness to the souls of this world. But direct Prema Bhakti, no one giving. Even Krishna not giving so easily. No? It says, Prema Lukabai Sabha. Krishna keeps Prema Bhakti hidden. He not give easily. No? Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Karmi. No, like liberation, material enjoyment, economic development, sense gratification, Krishna give easily. But Prema Bhakti, Krishna not give. So many but not gave Prema Bhakti. That's why Lord Chaitanya is most kind, most munificent incarnation. So when Rupa Goswami met Lord Chaitanya at Ramkeli, then what pranam Rupa Goswami gave? No, Rupan Sanatan met him. Then Rupa Goswami prayed, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. I give pranams to Lord Chaitanya. Who is he? He is Krishna, but he is the most kind form of Krishna. Why he give Krishna Prem easily through this chanting of Harinam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the boat. Right? To cross the ocean of birth and death, need a boat. No, you cannot cross the ocean of birth and death on a stone boat or holding the tail of a dog. To cross the ocean of birth and death, need a proper boat. And what is that boat? That is the feet of Lord Chaitanya. No? By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, so many crossed the ocean of birth and death. Old, blind, stupid, less intelligent, learned, ignorant, beautiful, ugly, high birth, low birth, man, woman, Brahmin, outside of the Vedic system. Lord Chaitanya gave this boat. That is the boat of Harinam. And this Harinam, not dry Harinam, this Harinam full of ecstasy, full of bliss, full of ras, because this Harinam is Radha and Krishna themselves. So Lord Chaitanya is a special form, Shamalata, of Krishna, distributing himself. Krishna distributing himself, that is Lord Chaitanya. So this Harinam is free, this boat is free, Gurudev is the captain, the mercy of Krishna, or the favorable instructions of the scriptures. This is the breeze. So all we have to do is sit in that boat. And what are the oars? 2 hands. Haribol, Haribol. And what's the engine? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari. Very easy boat. Very easy process. Blissfully performed. Other processes, you have to suffer, then you taste something. Like in karma, you have to suffer so much, work so hard, then at the end of the month, Shamalati, you get your paycheck. So first you suffer, then you get something. But bhakti is not like that. You enjoy, and then when you get the goal, you also enjoy. It means taste is there in the stage of practice. Taste is there in the stage of perfection. So Lord Chaitanya made this process so easy. Other yugas, very difficult sadhana must be there. Difficult thousands of years of meditation, millions of dollars spent on fire yajna. No, like we're building temple now, how difficult. Everyone trying to cheat you, baking hot sun, dust, concrete, in the bosom making you crazy. No, so even deity worship, this is difficult. But Harinam, so easy. In this way, Lord Chaitanya gave everyone consciousness of Krishna. He gave everyone love for Krishna. So he practiced this process and himself. So himself tasting and distributing to others. No, so requesting everyone be ready for tomorrow. No, those who kept beard and mustache, all those Russian ladies after the winter, so big mustaches there. Beard, cutting fingernails, and tried, a little difficult. Russia not so difficult because now it's still winter, but here is difficult. So everyone try to fast, not take water even until midnight. Then there is one section of Chaitanya Charitamrita which described the birth lila of Lord Chaitanya. Oh, I should have tried. Does anyone know that? Can someone find that and write in the comments? Because I don't have my books with me. I forgot to research. But there's birth pastimes, Udaya Gaura Hari, like this, no? Udaya Gaura Hari, I cannot remember, but we sing in Gaur Purnima. So where are devotees? Because of COVID, maybe we cannot meet. We cannot meet with the devotees, but everyone can at least fast. And then moon time, when the moon rises, they can do some abhishek according to their ability, some sankirtan, and should try to sing or at least read this birth pastime of Lord Chaitanya that is written by Kaviraj Goswami. No? Nadia Udaygiri, like this. That's the first word. Anyone writing there in the messages what it is? Okay, so I want to take rest early because feeling very tired. And all devotees should bless us. And from Mayapur, whatever blessing is there coming. But these days are very important. These appearance days and disappearance. Because if we fast for Lord Chaitanya, then all Lord Chaitanya's associates happy with us. Oh, look, they're also trying to respect my Lord Chaitanya. So all the associates give their blessings also. But on these days, we don't try for any special bhajan, we don't try any seva, then we neglect Lord Chaitanya, then they will neglect us. And that is not their loss, that is our loss. So Lord Chaitanya is so much kind. One who hears quickly, the heart becomes purified. And when the heart is purified, then Lord Chaitanya reveals, I am Radha Krishna. Then we can have so much taste in Harinam, so much taste in Katha, all these things. Why we have no taste? Because heart is contaminated, heart is dirty. But Lord Chaitanya quickly purified that heart. Therefore, Rupa Goswami said Lord Chaitanya is like a lion. No, his neck is long like a lion. His shoulders broad like a lion. When he roars Harinam like a lion, His waist is thin like a lion. He walks like a lion. When lion roars, then all small animals feel fear. So when Lord Chaitanya enters the heart and he roars, then all this Vaishnava Parad, Dhamma Parad, Seva Parad, Guru Vaishnava Parad, Nama Parad, all these things run away. Like when the lion roars, elephants and all animals run. When Lord Chaitanya appears in the heart, then all these bad things, these bad qualities that we're keeping birth after birth, these things also disappear. Okay, thank you everyone very much. Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Any questions from anyone? I think we won't be asked tomorrow, but also on the next day, there is Krishna's, like when Krishna on the 8th day, then so much charity, millions of diamonds, pearls, gold. Requesting everyone bless my son with a long life. So Jagannath Mishra, actually he was doing pastimes of poor Brahman. But he is not poor because Supreme Lord is his son. But Jagannath Mishra also, next day, so happy. So he also distributing so much charity. No? So Brahman can maintain their life by 6 ways. Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 13. Okay. That is there. Oh my God. So everyone can. Okay. So Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 13. That is there. The song of Kaviraj Goswami wrote describing the birth of Lord Chaitanya. So even in Western culture, right, we have baby shower. When baby is born, everyone brings some gifts for the child. So when Lord Chaitanya was born, many people brought many donations. So it's described Advaita Acharya at that time was very wealthy. So Advaita Acharya and his wife, Sita Thakurani. Sita Thakurani is Yogamaya herself. And Yogamaya has so much vatsalya towards Radha Krishna. So when Lord Chaitanya was born, then many brahmanas came and gave many gifts to Lord Chaitanya as a child. Right? Advaita Acharya, through his wife, Sita Thakurani, gave tiger claws covered in gold, so many pearls, so many gold coins, so many cloth, so many auspicious paraphernalia like oil, fused rice, sweets, sesame seeds. In this way, he gave so much. So Jagannath Mishra collected so much at the birth of his son. But he's not like us. Like we are like rats. We get anything we keep for ourselves. But Jagannath Mishra not like that. So next day, he distributed so much charity. No one came to Jagannath Mishra who was disappointed. So all musicians, all dancers, jugglers, clowns, singers, professional reciters, all came, and Jagannath Mishra satisfied all of them. He gave so much donation. So like Krishna's birth, don't think just fasting, that's Gopanim. Next day we should make some special effort and cook some preparation. Okay, generally, Lord Chaitanya does not eat pizza, pasta, Chinese chow mein, noodles, all these things, because he born in Navadvip. So of course, a little difficult, but we should try to cook those things with Lord Chaitanya likes. Of course, I'm the biggest hypocrite because pizza and all these things I like. But still, on Lord Chaitanya's birthday, we should make some special effort to cook those things which he likes. No, I'm not in Vrindavan this time, so I'm a little unlucky. I will miss that feast. No, but did you see on the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, she cooked so many hundreds of preparations, no? Okay, so we hope everyone have good Gopanim. Okay, Shamalata, you'll do any program in Perm? Okay, try to invite everyone. Anything in London? I think Yaduba is doing something, but he doesn't want to invite Purushottam. So anyway, I don't know why not. Anyway, but everyone should try. Lokanath's alone there in Germany. No one wants to be with him. But try. At least we come together, at least do some Sankirtan, hear pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Make some effort. We are very slack in our bhajan, but at least these days we can make some special effort and attract his mercy, Okay, thank you everyone very much. Go Premanandi.
Jai Maharaj. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Pranam.
Nice.
Hari Bol.